For the second year in a row, California is ranked with the worst traffic in America, coming in at number 1. Even though Kite Hill is still closed to the public, many hikers will still come here to appreciate the view. With the passage of the proposition, LA County plans on setting the example for the rest of the state and the country on how they're going to combat homelessness.
Hello and welcome to a special edition of Foothill Community News. I'm Michael Hernandez. Joining us today on the set is the current mayor of Laverne, Don Kendrick, who is running for re-election. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Mayor.
You're welcome, Michael. It's nice to be here.
Our next mayoral candidate is currently serving as city council member and wants to be Laverne's next mayor. Please welcome Councilmember Tim Hepburn to the studio. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Michael.
Good evening and welcome to LVTV. I'm Michael Hernandez with some live election results for you tonight. Let's go to the board. For the City of Laverne mayoral, the highly contested race, you have Don Kendrick, 979 votes at 53%. Tim Hepburn, 854 votes at 46%. It was a full house at the University of Laverne Morgan Auditorium when Ralph Nader returned to the campus for the first time in 20 years. I was there to see Nader's lecture firsthand. Nader came to campus to promote his new book, Breaking Through Power, and deliver a new message about taking back our democracy by standing up to politicians, big businesses, and wealthy power brokers.
This book is full of examples of how people drove their own democratic process and got things changed.
Ralph Nader came to prominence 50 years ago by shaking up the automobile industry with his book, Unsafe at Any Speed. The book exposed the dangers of cars designed without safety features like seat belts.
I started going after GM and the auto companies because I'd lost a lot of classmates in high school and college to crashes, and I learned that they could have been saved by seat belts, airbags, padded dash panels, stronger door latches.
Since then, Nader has worked for the rights of Americans as an environmentalist, politician, and consumer advocate.
The mother of all assent in our history is dissent. Almost everything we've agreed upon in this country, including free speech and protection against search and seizure illegally and so on, all started out with dissenters.
He is, for many people, a true American hero.
Professor Matthew Witt was one of the people who helped bring Nader to Laverne. He says it's particularly important now during the political climate where people are feeling uneasy and uncertain about their future.
Ralph Nader's message, for that matter, about the country being a place for all of those willing to work towards a shared interest, a public interest.
Nader told the audience that the people need to take back their power from their politicians and make them work for us.
And summon them to our town meetings and our agendas and our future, and then send them back to Washington with our instructions.
Many of those who came to hear Nader agreed.
If you don't raise your level of indignation, you're never going to change anything. And that was an important quote that I took to heart.
I think Mr. Nader said it well, act, be active, don't wait for other people to do it. And information is your best weapon. Know the facts, not the alternative ones, but the facts.
Nader's not only an activist, but an icon. And at 82 years old, he has been putting the pressure on corporations and the government for decades, and he shows no signs of slowing down. The local mosque opens its doors and invites the community to come and learn what Islam is all about. I joined the group for a lesson in Muslim culture and faith.
For many of those who came to the open mosque day in Claremont, it was the first time they heard a call to prayer. For Mustafa Umar, a Muslim scholar and president of California Islamic, it was an opportunity to educate the public about the Islamic faith.
I go around, I give this intro to Islam lecture in many places, in churches, synagogues, university campuses, high schools. And so I always try to make time for this, especially given our current political climate.
Janet Jackson actually became Muslim. So I had to verify this for hours, and it's verified. Okay?
The talk included topics ranging from the Islamic holy days to dietary restrictions and the meaning of the wearing of the hijab.
I want them to understand what Islam really is, what it represents, and understand what are the core beliefs and the core practices of Islam so that they can gain a better appreciation and understanding of what Islam really is.
The lack of understanding of Islam has made the religion and its followers the the target of hate crimes. The Islamic Center of Claremont was among 5 California mosques to receive hate letters threatening their community last November.
We were saddened by it, and of course we felt a little bit threatened and worried about it. But I tell you what happened afterwards was amazing. We got tremendous amount of support from local, even as far as Indiana. We got some support letters.
Jan Chase is a minister at the Unity Church in Pomona and is involved in the interfaith community. She says it was important that she and members of her congregation support the event.
Because that's how we create peace and understanding. Otherwise, we're living in fear, and we're giving into fear, and fear is what wrecks the world.
After the lecture, community members were treated to dinner and henna body painting. The mosque plans to have another open mosque day in 6 months.
For more information about the Islamic Center or to plan your visit for the next Open Mosque Day, go to IslamicCenterofClaremont.org.